Hey Boris, how you doing? Get ready to get spoiled. I really appreciate the money gesture, and it really was important at the time. It turned out to be incredibly important. There's tons of good news out of everything that happened, and so we're looking really good here. And I just wanted to say that the reason why I accept the money, the bonus gift and all, and the sentiment of eating, and I did go eat something nice. The reason is because your practice sessions are going to be monetized. Time to be spoiled, because you brought me a great apple. Now you're going to get spoiled. Now, everybody goes. I'll put up a little bit of electric in the background. Everybody goes. I'm going to have to turn here for a second because they all know the turnaround, which is how dry I am. How dry I am. How dry I am. How wet I'll be if I don't find the bathroom key. Where is it? How dry I am. So everybody knows this, and this is all based on this, of course you know all this. So that's a famous song there too, I can't remember. Creedence Clearwater. You just take these top three notes, I never even realized that, but that's all that song is. That's why these copying people. Anyway, don't get me started. So everybody does that because then the last time came out, the Rolling Stones' big hits, High Tide and Green Grass, and I was in the 7th grade in the summer, and the girls were they were wearing their what do you call it? Their hair was like a sideburn. It was a very interesting time. But anyway. Everybody went, and that could play the guitar, I guess, went, and then you do it again, but this time you hit the high E. See? Get it up here. Yeah, I wasn't really thinking of doing any right hand work here. Sorry, but anyway, so everybody go. So, that was all like big stuff and everything. And, so everybody's got that. So then when you bar it up, now we're going to really get into it. You're up here in your Mixolydian altered ninth. We're going to stay in C because I want your brain connected to C, middle C and all that. So we're here. So to do the same thing here, dropping the 2 bass strings. Your whole turnaround here. I'm sure you know all this, but it's good to hear it and go over it. So I'll do How Dry I Am. How dry I am. How dry I am. How wet I'll be. How dry I am. See? Okay, so there we are. Same thing, but in bar position, no open strings. But obviously the open strings change everything. So, in this case, though, if we were going to do the last time... Oh, sorry. You can't really do that because the open string. See, even I got thrown off by the open string. Get it? In other words, here you go. And I just hit the open E. See? I'm not showing the right hand, but you can see I'm hitting the open E. So it all rings out. That's one of the great things about it. Sorry. So up here it's but you'd never play it because it's never going to work out in that key. And that again is one of the reasons why most of the stuff you hear in the music these days is so off, because nobody's really considering these things, and they really make a difference. And when I say off, I mean like guitar playing, that people are playing guitar but they're trying to make it do things that it can do, but it's not going to be showing off the guitar that well. But when you go, when other instruments have to go, let's see, I'll do it up here. Other instruments have to do it all that way, and they can only make one, like a piano, you can only make one register note at a time. Whereas here, you're ringing out that open E, see? So as I'm just pedal toning to the open string. I'm going to give you some nice riffs. But anyway, to the riff today. Of course, they're fundamental riffs, so I'm sort of, exaggerating. But at any rate, we're going to start off the riff now. So when you do this, moving up, back in C. So you can do anything there. Everybody can do anything. But what people don't do until they're very, very hip, and even then I don't see it anymore. You can, in fact, there was the guy who wrote those songs for Aerosmith. Oh no! I'm sorry. This is Harvey Mandel. Not that it matters anyway. But yeah, no. Harvey showed me this. He's still alive too. Thank God. And he showed me this thing. Rated on it. Now what it is you're
starting here, but then you're gonna just double stop it right down the Mixolydian altered ninth. Now, if I was to double stop the Mixolydian altered ninth, then we have this Johnny Be Good. See? See what I mean? So we're going to end up going right down that, which is a big shift, because like I say, everybody does that, but you start like you're going that, and then you move down the Mixolydian altered ninth. So I'm just hitting the 2 and 3 strings here, and then I'm going down one more. But when we get here, we're going to add the sad to happy, flat 3-1. So it's and with both strings. In other words, the 2 and 3 strings. It's all 2 and 3 strings here. So it's okay. So far we have. Now is where we get really interesting, because you're just going down your Mixolydian altered ninth or minor pentatonic, or in our case we call it E form. Okay, fine, right? Root, flat 7, then we continue, and so that's just normal. So we're just right there, like normal. But then you put a passing tone instead of going. See? That's the 1 and 3 finger minor pentatonic. You know that. But anyway, everybody does it because it's easier to play with just the 1 and 3 fingers. And then you've got your pocket. So, but here we're going to go, sorry, a passing tone in between. Okay, no big deal. But when we get to here, we're going to add the 5th above. So in other words, instead of going, we're going to go and passing tone, and then add this 5th here. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's the root. That's the root there. So now we're bringing in the root again. And that becomes actually, see if you see this is the C. I'm looking at it backwards. That becomes a 4th. See? Which is a whole different sound. And then what's really cool is you take it down to the 3rd to make it sweet. You see? So the riff so far, that includes all this nice stuff, is you see? Now, one of the things you'll see me do a lot is this kind of thing. Instead of, I'll go, see? So I'll go, actually that's what I do, so that's going to be the riff. So there's a couple of embellishments, not only the end that we're going to go, but anyway, this is the big deal. That's the part that I got from Harvey. That's just the biggest, most. I mean, I could just get into that all day. It just, and every time I do it, you know, people just their imagination kicks in and they just go right into fantasy mode and they melt, you know. But anyway, so the ending of it though is going to be. Oh, sorry. Which goes to that other riff that I started you on. I actually did start you on another riff. And it's sort of similar in that way, but we're not going to go there. So we are going to do an embellishment in the beginning, though, because what you're going to do, instead of just going, you know, like that, you're going to go slide up. See? You're learning that slide. It's weird, I'm getting stuck up here. Now remember, you got to use the 2 and 3 finger. So you're going to go, you're going to slide up to the second string and back. Sorry about the buzzing. I'm going to get the electrical set up in here so it's really quiet. But for now, we're a little buzzy because there's something going on in the house. So it's, see here, up here, and back. And you're just going, you know, down, up, down like that. So it's. And then the next one down we go. And then the next one. The next one. Work our way down. Sorry. If you do go too low, you can go. So it's. Actually, don't even do that part. That's the other riff we were working on. Oh, that's what it is. Oh, yeah. Ah, now I got it. That's how I wanted you to do it. Okay, here's the whole riff. Forget everything I said. No, I'm kidding. Here's the riff. It goes. I want you to do like this. And then from here, you're going to do that riff. It's not a riff. It's a sixth arpeggio. And I guess you can start on the third finger. Let me play it fast. Yeah, third finger. And then you're going to slide with that. Hit it again and slide up to the third. So instead of going just 1, 3, 1, 3, you're going, but I'm starting on the third finger. And then hammer the fifth to sixth. And then 1. All right, so that's how you're gonna end it and all that. So it's gonna go. See, I love the chromatic in there. That hard. This is a big day when, actually, I made all the teachers give me a lesson. They had to teach me, and this came up just in his playing. I'm like, what the hell? Because see, what's happening is it's fooling your brain on 2 levels. When you go back to that C, your brain's going, oh, all of a sudden, you're starting out with all this like dissonance, and then you're ending up not only but you're getting there in a chromatic way, which is really like freaking awesome. So you're gonna see there's da 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 da. There's a 4-note chromatic line. So here we go again. Sounds so cool. I blew it. So what you can do here, we'll back a little bit. What you can do here is you can even do it, you can just practice like a blues. Actually, I don't want you to do that though. But what I do want you to do, I'm going to give you one more riff, which is a little bonus riff since you were so good to me. All right, it is really a great thing, and it's a good exercise for you too. Funk 49, and of course in this movie I saw there was like a heavy metal kid in high school in the cafeteria, and they were like kind of doing a guitar off or whatever, and then the other one tried to do the but he didn't do it that well, but it was sort of taking off on the Funk 49 thing. So I'm going to give you though a real starter on that. In fact, you're just because you're a real protege, as your teacher, I'm going to give you will be able to play a lot of the stuff that I play that nobody else really does, or even some of them can do, because some of them are weird. When I really wind it up, I think it's only because as a kid I was doing it. Like for example, when I heard Jeff's Boogie, I mean, that just like floored me. So even just as a kid, I was, I was already playing a little bit, but it's just a real simple thing. Oh no, it's an A. It's an A. And there's this little thing, the pull off thing, and anyway. And then, of course, Funk 49 and all the things. So I kind of put together my own thing, and here is the riff that I've just taken through the years that's just blown every other rhythm guitarist out of the park. And we'll do it in C. I want you to, again, stay with the C. So it's like this. You're going to strike the note on C first, and then you're going to hit just a muted strike. So you're going to go. Okay, so it's... All right, and kind of let you see my left hand here. Okay, so it's, And then you're going to play bar, the 2, 3, and 4 strings, and you're going to hit again. So far we have, okay, and I'm going all down for now. And then this, we're going to hit bar here on the 1 finger. And again, you got that 7th, the ground, over the sad here in this case, to happy. So it's hit root again, hit, here, and from there we're just going to do a little whatever it is on the root and flat 7, but we're going to hit the root twice, which, you know, I mean, I really dig into that pinch harmonic stuff. We really haven't gotten into pinch harmonics yet too much, but there's so much to that. It's just da 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 da. So when I put it together, it's but there's one ending to tie it together, and that's a down up strike. So it sounds like this. Wait a minute. Let me get this. Down, down, up. Wait. Yeah. I'm trying to see if I'm waiting or hesitating on there. I mean, you could strum it differently. You don't have to strum it exactly the way I do it. But the main thing is that last chaka. See, boom, chaka, bum, 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 chaka, boom, chaka, got it? Boom, chaka. I'll do the parts. Chop, chop, chaka, chop, 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 chaka, chop, chop, chaka, chaka. So it's boom, da 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 da, boom, ding da da, boom, ding da 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 ba doom da, ba ding da da ba doom ding, ba ding da da. I fucked it up, but anyway, that's really hard to do. But anyway, so in this riff, you can go ahead and I'll even endorse the key of A for right now. So if we were in the key of A, it's like. D, 12-bar blues. Ha, bullshit. Threw that in there. Well, that kills your hand. But anyway, that's the thing. Now, the next stage is you've been working on the... Boy, this is getting a little more than a riff. But anyway, I don't know if you're going to have time for a lesson today, where after you get through the video. But anyway, we'll go a little bit further. Here we go. If you take that and what we just did and swing it, okay, then it's like... Now, what's different about the way I'm doing it? And this is, I guess, the really pièce de résistance. Boy, I really needed that $100 at that moment. I'll tell you, man. That scene, what happened to me. Whew. But anyway, it's all great because now I have they got aggressively. They got all health insurance. I'm gonna go, anytime I want to go to any doctor anytime here, and they got plenty of doctors in Palm Desert. Believe me, with the old folks here, and this is all like the Sinatra, Bob Hope crowd. They're really good to the old folks. But anyway, here's the trick. Now, again, one of the reasons why I teach this way, and I picked it up from my parents and others, is that you relax your mind by going into those kind of, interpersonal things, and you connect. So it's not just that I can't control my mind. I mean, I could control my mind and just give you the music, but I throw the things in because then it relaxes your mind. Then you go back to the concentration, and you're fresh. Just like in yoga, you tense and you relax. And the tensing helps you to relax more. And in guitar, as you know, that's the main thing because, you got to tense up at all, but if you're not relaxed, you can't move. So, there you go. So here it is, finally, pièce de résistance. You are going to now trill, kind of, except you're not going to continue it. You're going to just hammer, pull off on the happy to sad. So that happy to sad is going brrr. Is it happy or sad? I don't know. Brrr. It's over the seventh. So, okay. So here, okay. So that's okay. I hammer pulled off on it. Nobody does that, right? But, aha, I go down. So I go, up. I go, okay, and I kind of give it a second. So I have the pick out, and then up. That's the trick. It sounds like a minor thing, but it's all the difference in the world. And also to do this, I kind of, I'm not choking up on the pick. So. That's the only other part of the trick is you start on up. And up. And down. Okay? So up. Up. Down. And I guess I developed that combining as a kid, however I think I was about 16. Combining the, Funk 49, which I never even had the riff exactly right. Even when I worked it out, I went, but he didn't do that. He went, I actually like mine because I don't know. It's more opening up. It's like funky, funky. No, it's cool. Now funky. See? So now I'll play, if I can, I'll play the my rendition of, as a 16-year-old, of Jeff's Boogie, which he did it in G. I didn't do that. I did it in, and he went like as if you're going, but I didn't do that. I moved it to A, and so then when this part came, the pull off, I did it that way. It was much physically easier to do and everything. So here we go, my rendition of Jeff's Boogie. See, that was the thing. He goes, these are all double pull-offs. So I'm pulling off, pull off again, pull off again. So how did I do it? I went, there it is. That was it. Something like that. Anyway, have that perfect for this afternoon. I'll be ready at 4:30. Thanks again, brother. Really appreciate everything. Bye bye.